Box in the Beard.
Christmas special.
We're here. It will be the last episode before Christmas. It's quite a while till Christmas, actually.
Last one of 2019. That's a madness.
This Friday the 13th, quite unlucky. Well, it has been an unlucky day for all Labour voters.
It has been, yeah. I mean, It was interesting actually going into sub and people talking about the exit poll. I was like, I came here to get away from the election talk. Can we just not, please?
Yeah, but today is not a day. Well, this podcast at least is not a day of sadness. This is a day.
No.
This is a day for Christmasness.
Yeah, that's a.
We'll start. I think we should start off with a Christmas joke.
Okay.
Hey Siri, tell me a Christmas joke. Tell me a Christmas joke. Hey, hey Siri, tell me about Christmas. Oh, Siri's not wanting to play. Tell me a joke.
You get stage fright.
Oh yeah. Tell you what, honestly, the Android version of Siri.
Was it Katana? Katana?
No, it's just OK Google.
Oh, I swear it used to be.
There's
that might
Bixby.
have been Windows.
There's also
one where's
There's Bixby as well.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, no. My flatmate or housemate, Patrick has an Android, and he gets a daily joke every day off of his phone.
Wow. I bet are they all just like really shit.
No, they're way better than Siri ones. Like
really?
Yeah, he'll get one up, and I'll be like, I'll get my one up, and his is always better. They even have sound effects.
Yeah, there was one I can't remember who it was. It was one of my mates. Like the other day, he actually had quite a decent Siri one, but I can't remember it.
Yeah.
But I remember at the time being like, that was pretty decent.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
it's a shame.
Siri's let me down there. She's embarrassed me on my own podcast. Disappointing.
Siri's a fickle mistress, mate. We all know that.
So what is? We're a question everyone's wondering at this point. What is the best part of a Christmas dinner? I'll pretend I eat meat at this point.
I see. For me, I'd probably say either the turkey itself or the pigs in blanket.
See, I disagree.
Yeah, but I can't say I'm that surprised.
Well, no, I disagreed even before.
Oh, okay.
I went veggie. Like I'm pretending I'm back to eating meat.
Yeah.
But pigs and blankets probably up there. But stuffing.
Oh, stuffing's great.
Stuffing is so good.
The thing is, I just love all of it. To be honest,
Yeah.
It's hard to like. Why?
I even like the Brussels.
Why are you making me rank my children? I don't eat Brussels sprouts, but.
Oh, so you don't like all of them?
Well, no, all the stuff on my plate. I thought that's what you're implying, like what you have on your plate.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because if you ate everything that all the Christmas, that you just wouldn't be able to finish it.
Yeah.
Like every possible thing that the English people have for Christmas. Like,
do you have a starter?
No.
Oh.
I don't think we do anyway. I'm trying
don't
to.
think
I'm trying to remember. Like,
you've lived through enough.
Yeah.
to
No. I
remember.
don't. No. I don't. Not
Do
normally.
you have a dessert?
Yeah.
What do you go for
We have
dessert?
selections. They like Christmas puddings or like. But I love the cheeky Yule log.
Yes.
Yule log is so.
Yeah, they're so good.
So nice.
My mum does a good trifle as well sometimes.
Oh, trifles are dank.
But since going veggie, like I've gone veggie and then I want to go vegan.
Yeah.
And a trifle is everything against vegans, basically.
Okay.
Just cream, jelly, like all these things that are...
Yeah, just not what you want in your trifle.
Yeah.
I was about to say in your sandwiches, but then I was like, well, just say in your trifle.
Yeah, it'd be weird to have it in your sandwich.
It would be weird.
A trifle sandwich, though, it's not enough substance in there. Like I think a key to a good sandwich or a wrap is that you've got to have something soft. You've got to have something a little bit crunchy or a little bit hard, and then you need the sauce in there to wetten it up.
I trust you, especially on rap. I know you're the rap expert,
rap yeah.
hip hop expert. So I take your advice on that.
Coming to Christmas time, I'm not a rap expert at all. I can't wrap presents.
Oh, what? As in, you actually can't rap?
I mean, I can, but I'm just not that great.
For me, it depends on the paper. Because some paper's just very thin. It rips very easy. Some of it, like sometimes I overuse paper as well. I think because I'm like because I've had situations when I first started rapping where I didn't have enough, and now I overcompensate. It's a bit annoying. So
I can do a box. That's about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I can always do a box just by living. So
yeah.
That's not really that impressive. Get on my level. But actually, we'll go because you're saying about wanting to become go from veggie to vegan. Should we talk a bit about possibly aspirations for 2020? I'm not a huge New Year's resolution person myself.
Yeah, I haven't even thought of that.
Is that the only thing you've got really so far?
Oh, I won't. I probably won't become vegan in 2020 unless something changes in my head. But I want to start going gym again because I haven't gone gym in so long and I'm just unfit.
Yeah, I think for me, get in better shape. Like, even if it's just better, like cardio. Like, just
it's such a generic one, but I feel like everyone wants to make themselves fitter and stuff like that.
Fitter, happier,
more
productive.
Radiohead reference for anyone who missed that one. I kind of want to make another documentary. Like we made one for our course. We just finished it and submitted it last night. I think I'd like to make another one. We did a screening with all the other like documentary lot, and a lot of them seem to do stuff with their parents. And for the actual course, I feel like maybe it was a bit of a cop out because you can. It's a little bit easier to interview someone you know or like your family member. But I also think it is like a really lovely thing to have to look back on.
Yeah, it's good. I think it's just good like bonding as well. Kind of thing. Like the one about the guy who works the Panto, like that was really cool. That was probably my favourite one. Yeah,
there was a documentary about his dad works at Panto, goes away at Christmas, so he didn't see him as much. But it was like he went up to where he worked, saw him rehearse and stuff, and he'd never seen all that before. And it was quite just like I can imagine it was a very good documentary as well, but it was quite a nice journey for them to have anyway, like outside of if they weren't filming it. And I'd like to do something like that. I was thinking, my mum actually came up with the idea. All my family are Arsenal fans, basically. And if you look at our family, there's kind of like a family tree of Arsenal fans. So like going from the youngest, it's my brother, then it's me, then it's my dad, then it's my dad's dad, and then from my dad and my dad's dad, there is then a network of like loads of other people that we always see at the games. And it'd be quite an interesting one to do if I took the camera to an Arsenal game a couple of times, interview people and stuff like that.
Come next DT, mate.
Come next DT.
Like, just match day vlogs. Just film yourself watching the game, just shouting like obscene shit at the players.
Arsenal Doc TV.
God, that's good. Yeah, use it.
It's perfect, mate.
I reckon that'd be a good one. I think I'd like to do a documentary because I don't feel like there's certain parts of my documentary I'm like I really wish I'd done this and I'd done that, and I would like to make a better documentary just in general. But I'd need something to come up. I don't want to rush myself into it.
Yeah, that's what I like is that now if I want to do it, I just have like I can just do it in my own time. I don't have to do it to a deadline. It probably will mean I'll never do it. But
that's kind of the worry that I'd have as well because it's easy to be like, oh, I'd like to do this, but like not like rush myself, and then that just leads you to just
to never do it.
Doing fuck all.
Yeah, but it's nice that like that we've come out of this term with so much to show for ourselves. Like we've got stuff.
Yeah, like even though like in terms of that documentary, like, I don't think it's again as I said, like it's not how I wanted it to turn out, but like it's still like every defeat's a victory if you learn something from it.
Yeah,
I feel like I've learned a lot from that now.
Yeah, definitely. I think I was saying that to our course mate Tom yesterday, is that like I always, whenever something bad happens, always just you've got to learn from that, and if you don't learn from something that's gone bad, then that's when you're in trouble. If you don't learn from your own mistakes or other people's mistakes, then it's an issue. Just like little thing. If we're relating it to the documentary, like I've before I filmed the one that I filmed and submitted, I went somewhere and the room was really dark and I couldn't see anything. So I was then okay, all right, I've got to film light. It'll bring lights with me, and then you learn things along the way. And it's outside of documentary as well. It's just life.
Yeah,
that you need to learn things like that. But going back to Christmas, because I feel like we need to stay as Christmassy as possible here. Do. Any Christmas traditions that your family have that aren't necessarily the most conventional?
This isn't necessarily a tradition, but it's a funny thing that happened only once. So I feel like it's still so it was
every year.
It was honestly so weird.
Yeah.
But it was amazing at the same time. So my like all the food starts, like my dad's like dishing out all the food and all that, yada yada yada, and then he just gets out the like CD player and he just puts it on this chair. And he just starts singing this cover of "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas." Like he'd practiced it in the car like for quite a few weeks. Like he wasn't drunk. He just fancied doing it. And then it was.
Could you give us a rendition?
Actually, I don't know the whole song. But I could give you the at the start of it if you want.
Yeah, go on.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. that's my rendition. So.
Oh, we're not getting any more.
No, I can't remember the song really that well.
Expect a Christmas album, Box and the Beard next year.
Box and the Beard Christmas album. We're gonna sort of fuse sort of classic rock and rap. I reckon. We'll make the sickest Christmas album ever.
Yeah,
so stay tuned.
Christmas traditions. Our Christmas, in my family, we so like Christmas Day, people come over to my house. Like my nan and granddad's come over to my house, and on Boxing Day we go over to my nan. My nan lives just across the road to me.
Oh, okay.
So we just walk across the road to hers, and then we will do that. One of my nan's friends will come over that day as well. We'll play bingo. We'll have like leftover foods and little snacky bits, and then this bit is to me is almost better than the actual Christmas. Is we do like a lucky dip, and so you get everyone in the living room, everyone sat round, and nowadays it's me and my brother who has to do the jobs. So it's one person walks around with the little, it's like a little bag full of pieces of paper with numbers on, and you take your number out, and then it's like 23, and then you get the 23, and then everyone gets one present each, and then you unwrap it, and then it's like some of them are like joke ones, so like there'll be like a colouring book that no one wants, or then there'll be like a really cool one, and then there's like a trading period, so that after you've opened your thing.
Yeah, I think we in my flat last year we did a similar thing. Like that. Yeah,
there's a few rounds of it, and you trade it, and like you sometimes you get the best presents there because they're just so random, and sometimes you sort yourself out for alcohol for a bit, you get like an infinite amount of Lynx Africa or something.
I won some B-Tech pot noodles.
B-Tech pot noodles.
I won last year. Yeah.
They
were actually well nice. They were like spicy ones. They were actually really good.
Was it the like the Asian ones that you can get from the shop?
I think they're from Aldi.
Oh, okay.
But no, they're solid, to be fair. Actually, I've just remembered as well another Christmas tradition. This is specifically me, though. It's more like not necessarily like my family. But so a few, like 3 or 4 years ago, so actually might be 3 years ago, I got some like boxers, and they're like, so it's designed. It's designed like a like sort of like an elf's like belt and like trousers.
Wait, the boxes? Oh, boxers.
Boxers, yeah, boxers.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, so the boxers.
I thought you said boxes.
And they've got like little bells on them as well.
Yeah.
So what I do is I just I put those pants on over my jeans, just because they just look really cool. Like they're the kind of pants that like, I just walk around.
Yeah, I don't know if cool's the word.
No, they look, as in the design of the pants are
yeah.
cool. Not the actual look itself is cool.
Yeah,
but as in like the pants need to be shown off.
Okay.
At my expense of looking like a complete twat. But
and he's worn them today, ladies and gentlemen.
I should have done. Yeah. They're at home, unfortunately, which as in back in Surrey, not here. That's a shame.
Oh, sorry, I nearly just died on my own saliva there. One Christmas, right? Boxing Day, but Christmas, same thing. We're over my nan's, and the way my nan's works is like a fairly like, I wouldn't say a long driveway, but is a longer driveway, and then they park at the end of the driveway, if you get me. Like there's a little bit of a run up to where their cars are.
Oh, okay, right.
And then their house is on the left of that. So we're all in the house, and while we're in the living room, which looks onto their driveway, someone has broken into my granddad's car.
Shit.
And obviously we didn't realise at the time, but we were all in the living room, so this is once we found out we were spooked. And they stole a sat-nav, but this was at the TomTom, but this was at the time that like sat-navs and TomToms were just about coming about, so they were fairly expensive.
What's the difference?
They're just brand, I think.
Is it just, I was gonna say,
I think it's just a brand, yeah. Or maybe sat-nav is the thing and TomTom's the brand, I don't know. Either way, so they were like fairly expensive and they were new on the market. But for some reason my granddad had a fake one and a real one, and my granddad had the real one in his glove compartment and the fake one just on his dashboard, and the guy took the fake one. So this guy is going around stealing from people on Boxing Day, and he's just got a fake thing that's probably like a tenner, like 20 quid.
That's
so
Joe's, to be fair.
Yeah, what was he doing with his life to be stealing on Boxing Day?
A number of things.
He could just not. Maybe criminals don't celebrate Christmas.
I think his whole thing is like, well, people are going to be inside. They're not going to be like so it's easier to steal stuff.
Yeah, but like just steal stuff on the days before Christmas, then enjoy Christmas with your stolen stuff.
Well, he did. He was on Boxing Day. So.
Oh yeah, so I suppose not everyone.
Not everyone's a fan.
Boxing Day like that.
I do rate Boxing Day though. It's an underrated day of the year.
Yeah.
It's just like Christmas Part 2, basically, in a sense.
Yeah, it's the Christmas hangover, isn't it?
Yeah, you get the leftovers.
Yeah, it's nice.
But it's good though.
Turkey stuffing and cranberry sandwiches. I don't know if you have them.
I don't have them like for Christmas or Boxing Day, but like sometimes if I'm feeling festive and I want to pick up a meal deal, we'll get the turkey and like that. I had it yesterday actually. It was very nice. So, but yeah, they're very nice.
Yeah,
big fan.
I don't know what I have now on lunch because like I can't have turkey. It's also a weird one for me because I'm trying to experiment with what I eat on Christmas Day. Let me get up what I'm actually going to be eating because obviously I'm not going to be eating turkey and stuff. Mum sent me a picture. Where is it?
Yeah, because my sister's she's vegan. She's been like since 2015. I just can't remember. Genuinely, I think one time she had some sort of mushroom thing. I know that's very vague.
Yeah.
But I think
I was close to getting a mushroom Wellington, which is like pastry mushrooms.
Oh, okay.
But I think I've gone for the plant kitchen festive roast, which is it's just like I honestly couldn't tell you what it is. Like there's a picture of it here. Try to describe it to people who are listening.
Okay. So let's see again. So I just forgot about
Mark the food critics coming into the room.
So it looks like some sort of veggie sausage there.
Yeah.
There's like some looks like cranberry sort of sauce on top of some. Is that bread?
No, but I don't think that is bread. I think that's the thing. I'm
confused as to what it is. I really can't describe it.
Yeah, so am I. But I think it looks nice.
If we get an image up on the
we'll put it up on screen. Yeah. It's from I think we've gone big this year. I think we've gone M&S for it.
M&S.
It says with cranberry and chestnut stuffing, vegan gravy, and no pork cocktail sausages. Oh, so I think that's a big like that bread thing. It's like a big log of stuffing, right?
Ooh.
And with like cranberry and chestnut in it, you get gravy with it, and you also get pork sausages.
That sounds
like no pork sausages.
Pretty interesting.
Yeah, last year I had a nut roast. We got 2 different nut roasts, and I liked one of them. The other one was not so great. Yeah. But that was where we realised that you need to go M&S because I think we got one of them from Morrison's, and it was just not.
Nuts are very hit and miss for me. Depends how you use them. They're very hit and miss food.
Pause.
That's just rude. It's just very inappropriate, Ron.
Yeah, sorry.
Grow up.
Yeah, no, I actually will this year. This is I'll be next time you see me, I'll be 21.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's pretty mad.
Well,
is it? Well, no, because isn't your birthday the day we go back?
Yep, the day we get back. So I'll be.
Oh, mad.
Well, actually, if we want to get down to logistics, I think I was born late at night, so maybe I wouldn't be 21. Okay. Well, or maybe it was either like late at night or like early in the morning, because I know my mum started going into labour when she was watching EastEnders.
Well, that's the way I want to.
She was
that's the way I want my water to break. Watching EastEnders.
Yeah. I have some news for you, Mark.
Yeah.
Your water's not going to break.
Yeah, it is. When I get pregnant.
Okay.
Well, you just don't think I'm going to get pregnant?
No, sorry.
Well, I reckon I will.
Unless by the time you're wanting kids, there's like some new crazy, what's it called? Technology that can make men give birth and water breaks. I wouldn't want that ever.
Haters gonna hate. No, I would. No, realistically, I would never.
No,
no.
I'm so glad I'm like.
I honestly like. Fair play to women.
Yeah.
Just fair enough.
I think if I was a woman, I probably wouldn't have kids because like that just seems so painful.
I don't know. I really don't know because I've never been a woman, so I wouldn't know if I would or not. You know what I mean?
Fair point.
So it's hard to say. You know?
But yeah, it just seems like too much effort for stars. Like so long of just being like big and not being able to move properly, having all these cravings, and then having to squeeze a baby out. Like that's too much effort. I can't be asked for that.
Yeah, so I think that's what so for some people they're like, oh yeah, it's all worth it, and other people are just like, nah.
Yeah, what if the kid's a little shit?
what if he's not? What if he cures cancer?
Yeah, that's not a risk I'm willing to take, to be honest, mate. That is not a risk I'm willing to take. What if he grows up to be like a die-hard Coldplay fan?
Well, that's on you though, because you raised him.
Yeah, to be fair.
Like, if he realistically, that's on you.
I don't know, like
anything past Viva La Vida, if he's liking that Coldplay.
Get the belt out.
Yeah, parachutes. Yeah, we'll have that. You know, Rush of Blood to the Head, X and Y, Viva La Vida. But anything beyond that, no.
Yeah, come on.
If he's listening to, what is it, Ghost Stories? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
get him out. Get him out.
That's
or her.
Yeah, or her. Yeah, that's when I kick my my kid out of my house. Is when they start liking like new Coldplay stuff.
Oh yeah, new Coldplay's awful.
No, honestly, I don't hate Coldplay that much. I'm trying to think of someone who I really, really hate. I was gonna say BTS, but like I don't hate BTS.
Maybe the really whiny Phil Collins stuff. That's pretty rubbish.
No, but I'd rate that he's at least, or she, sorry. We're just assuming we're having a boy at this rate. I at least they'd be having like some sort of interest in tasting music at that point, because like Coldplay is just like kind of mainstream, whereas Phil Collins.
What about Chainsmokers?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever heard Chainsmokers, or listened.
You definitely have. You just wouldn't know it. They're just.
Yeah.
I would say for me, Chainsmokers. If they became a diehard Chainsmokers fan, like the equivalent of me, but with the Beatles, but with the Chainsmokers. That, oh my god, that's a horrible thought. Have you heard Chainsmokers live at the BBC, mate? Oh, cracking album that. Some great finds.
They've got this really cool unreleased album where it's loads of unreleased and like demo versions of all their classics. What's a classic Chainsmokers song? What is a Chainsmokers song?
They've done that song. It was like, don't bring me down, dude. They did a song with Coldplay.
Did they actually?
Yeah, they did. And
Chainsmokers.
They're terrible.
Closer to none of this is. Oh wait, is the Coldplay song that they did the one with the monkeys dancing in the jungle?
I like that music video. I think so. I don't know. I've not watched that music video, so I would say I think so.
Yeah.
But on the topic of music, should we talk about some bit of Christmas music?
Yeah, like I was thinking about this on the way here, or on the way to you at least. I normally said that Fairy Tale in New York is my favourite Christmas song, right?
It's up there for me, to be fair.
But like, it's cool when it comes on. But I some of like the classic cheesy ones just strike a beautiful chord with me. Do you know what I mean? Like when a good Michael Bublé and Mariah Carey comes on, like
yeah. I always say All I Want for Christmas Is You is one of my favourites. It's just a banger. It bangs really hard.
That whole Michael Bublé album. I hope it goes number 1 again this year.
Yeah, he's released some. Well, he releases an album, Christmas album every year, doesn't he? I think.
It's the same. It's the same one, isn't it?
No, I swear he releases new albums.
Oh,
I might be making that up.
He used to do a Christmas show. I don't know if you ever watched that.
Yeah, I remember hearing about it. But I never watched
it was quite cool. I watched 1 or 2 years of it. I like he's like overly charismatic and like charming. It's quite funny, but like. I don't hate him. I quite like him.
No, I have no reason to dislike him.
But yeah, he stopped it last year, maybe the year before, because I don't know if you heard his son got cancer.
Yeah. No, I remember.
I don't know what it's like now. I don't know the situation.
Yeah, I can't remember. I remember I had to write a bit about a Michael Bublé tribute act for work experience.
Oh really?
I was like, and it's like the entertainment section when you're like upcoming events. Yeah, I had to do loads.
I had to do one for a Pink Floyd.
Oh, did you? Yeah. I had to do one for. I did loads of there's like a Buddy Holly and Roy Orbison one.
Yeah.
There's a Genesis one. There was like, there's like a James Bond one with all the like big Bond themes. Some of them were like stuff I actually really liked, so I enjoyed it. Simon and Garfunkel. It's just loads of different like tribute acts. George Michael.
Have you ever gone and seen a tribute act?
Yes, I've seen 2 Beatles tribute acts.
Were they good?
Yeah, they were both very good. One of them was in Woking. There's called Let It Be. And then at the Royal Albert Hall, I saw the Bootleg Beatles, and they're sort of like the creme de la creme, if you will.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Bootleg Beatles especially were very, very good.
Yeah.
I think tribute acts are an underrated source of like, because some people be like, oh, you know, might as well just go see them, or like it's not the same. But I don't know, it's like an underrated. If you find a really good tribute act, it's an underappreciated art form.
Yeah. I don't know. Is it an art form?
Yeah, I'd say it is.
I'm not certain.
Like, especially if you get someone who can master the like sort of the characteristics and of that person and that.
I'm not a huge fan of them, but
I get why people aren't. Yeah. I wouldn't go out of my way to watch loads of stuff, but like every now and then it's like it's cool. It's especially if you see it a good one. Like a shit one is just gonna be awful.
Yeah, I saw like a fairly cool like Elvis Presley one when I was younger because like my granddad's like a big Elvis Presley fan.
Elvis one's a dime a dozen. Those like Elvis tribute acts. Like,
what's a dime a dozen? I've never heard that.
It just means like there are just a lot of them.
Oh yeah, no, it was alright. Like I quite liked it. But I was young, so I guess it was my first gig. I guess, but I went on holiday with my ex, right, and we were at like this like crappy kind of hotel like for families and stuff.
Where'd you go?
Mallorca or something like that. And so we were in this hotel, and they have like family entertainment every night. And the way it works is like you're living in these like villas, and then you've got to like walk to the like main hotel bit. You're still in a complex, but you've got to walk to the main hotel, and then there's like the pool, there's the beach, and all like this. And as we walked to the hotel like that morning, like the hotel is big, like tall. I'm trying to think what it's tall as, but like it's like 3 stories, maybe 4 stories high, right? And they've got this big like flag falling all the way down, and it's got a big picture of Michael Jackson saying Michael Jackson tribute act tonight, and we were like, oh, this could be sick, like this guy. So we got having a couple of drinks, all inclusive as well, all inclusive when they serve alcohol, top tier.
That's the dream.
Yeah, and like they just did cocktails, so you can just have like any random like cocktail you fancy. So we turned up, had a couple of drinks, just sat at the back waiting for Michael Jackson to come on. We're buzzing. This was before he was outed out as a paedophile, by the way. I know everyone kind of knew it, and like knew it in the back of their head.
It was before I'm guessing before
the doc. Allegedly. I feel like we got to say that on here before we get a lawsuit against us. But so we were waiting for him. This guy comes out. And first thing, it's white Michael Jackson. I just want to clarify that they're trying to replicate
like the worst.
Yeah, not OG Michael.
His weakest form.
Yeah, definitely. So he does the first song, and it's just like, this is not great. And then the more it goes on, the worse it gets. And the guy was quite small and quite chubby. And the more the show went on, the kind of closer he'd get into the crowd and stuff. And we're kind of like looking at him like he looks nothing like Michael Jackson. By the end, he's taken off his wig like to like be like, oh, thank you everyone. He was an Asian guy. He wasn't white or black, so he wasn't Michael Jackson's race at all. So how like he looked nothing like him, he sounded nothing like him, he couldn't dance like him. So it was just a guy who put powder on his face, a hat, one glove, and then just ran around a stage for a bit.
So the guy's just singing Michael Jackson.
Yeah, that was all it was. It was the worst tribute act I'd ever seen. I
feel like for that though, like it's kind of like a car crash, like it's awful, but you just can't help but keep on looking.
It was. As awful as it was excellent. It was top tier entertainment.
Yeah, it's like it's a car.
I'd go see him again. I'd pay good money to see that man.
We'll get him on the podcast.
Talking to a Michael Jackson impressionist. That would be not impression, but a tribute act. That'd be cool. Really interesting to talk to someone like that.
Yeah, as I said, I think it's an underappreciated art form. Well, or like a skill.
I don't know if I feel like art form is too flattering.
Yeah,
because. I feel like with art forms, you kind of have to create something. I feel like the art is in the creation. Like art is an innately creative thing, and I don't think pretend to be someone. Saying that.
But then it's still like.
I still think acting's kind of an art form.
But
like,
I
suppose acting.
Especially if you're acting as someone who's actually existed, like Rami Malek with Freddie Mercury, that was certainly like an art form, wasn't it?
But is the acting an art form or is the film an art form? I think that's the question. Yeah, it's a hard question. I don't really know, but I feel like if it is an art form, it's definitely a lesser art form. And I've never really thought of there being lesser art forms. If you get me, like I feel like paintings, movies, music, poetry is all on the same level kind of thing. I've never really seen any of them as like less artistic as the other. I suppose maybe if you want to get into like documentaries can be artistic, but I suppose they've got there's more boundaries on a documentary as how far you can go, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe we need to tear those boundaries down and make the most creative documentary of all time.
Yeah.
We did see a really quite cool artistic one where it was the first one we watched in our doc screenings. It was what was it called? It was the one where they got loads of people to send in video from a day in their life.
Oh yeah. The one
a day in the life.
Yeah, or something like
and
that, yeah.
they got loads of people to upload all this footage to YouTube of just this particular day. It was like May the 7th or something.
I think it was. I want to say it was like October.
Yeah, it's insignificant to the story, but like and then they cut all this like bulk of footage together and made this quite coherent like
and
day
it's
to
in
night.
like chronological order with time as well. So it's like it
starts with the sun
that's
coming
one
up.
of the documentaries we've seen. That's one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, definitely, it's quite artistic.
It's a very simple idea, but it was just like it's a simple idea, but actually the execution of it was extremely well done.
Yeah, props to the editor of that because that was top tier.
Yeah, going through all that footage just for,
definitely
for that is very admirable. Very admirable.
Yeah.
But
getting back to the theme of Christmas.
Yeah.
Christmas movies.
I remember watching like back in the day, like Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, like it's weird. I have memories of watching it, but I don't have a memory of watching it all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't know. But yeah. So, but what else?
That's your favourite?
It's not my favourite, but it's one that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, if we're talking Christmas movies, you could say the James Bond film "The World Is Not Enough" is technically a Christmas film because there's a bit near the end where they celebrate Christmas, so it's a Christmas film.
I used to like James Bond when I was younger, but I haven't watched a James Bond film in time. New one coming out.
Yeah, it actually looks very good. Pretty hard. Yeah. I'm actually quite excited. I was before any trailers came out. I was like, oh, like this probably might suck. But then the trailers came out. I'm like, okay, that actually could be quite. Is
this the last one with
Daniel Craig? Yeah. It'd be his last one. Because he said, they've announced it's going to be his last one. So it'd be interesting to see who they get in to replace him.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you on which actors would be the best or.
Yeah.
But I feel like they'll pick the right. None of the James Bond actors I think are really that terrible, in my opinion. But
yeah,
I feel like.
But back to Christmas movies. Elf.
Oh, Elf's a good one.
Elf.
Although I only saw that for the first time like a couple of years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just never. Not all the way, all the way through.
Yeah, that's always been like my favourite since I was like a kid. I think.
It's a good one.
I like Home Alone as well as a classic.
Do you know what one is? It's one of those films like I accept when I watch it. Like it's actually like, it's a film that's actually very like sort of generic and like rom-com type thing. But Love Actually, just because I like just watching it and being like and just criticizing all the characters, being like, oh, you're a dick and you're a dick. I think that's kind of the charm of it. Like all the people in it are pretty shitty people for the most part.
What's the Arnie one? It's one of my that's one of my favorites. It's terrible. It's a terrible film.
Oh, I know which one you mean, but I can't. Is it Jingle All the Way?
Jingle All the Way.
It's got the kid from who was like Kid Anakin in Phantom Menace, Jake Lloyd, who he went off the rails a bit actually. I think. Yeah,
a lot of kid actors do. So did Macaulay Culkin.
He did.
Home Alone. But yeah, no,
Home Alone. I've never seen Home Alone.
What?
I know. I've never seen it.
Any of them?
No.
Jesus Christ.
I know. That's my like. Everyone has that one thing where like everyone goes like, oh, what? You've not like. That's my one. I've never seen Home Alone.
Yeah, but that's on like literally every other show around Christmas. How have you not seen?
I don't know. I've just never watched it.
Oh my God, you're the first person I've ever heard who's not seen Home Alone.
Yeah.
Watch it this year.
I'll try.
Yeah, don't try. Do.
I'll try.
It's not hard, mate. Like it's an easy watch. You come out at the other side a different person. You'll come in next time and you'll realise actually, you know what? I will wear my boxers over my trousers every single day.
Yeah, even the non-Christmassy ones.
Even the non-Christmassy ones.
To be fair, I think my boxer choices, my choice of boxers are quite good.
Maybe try doing the socks over the trousers as well now.
Socks over the as in how socks over the trousers?
Yep.
How would that even work?
I mean, like your socks go underneath your trousers, right?
Oh, as in, oh, okay. Oh, so like over the, oh, okay,
Yeah, over like the bottom of the trouser.
Yeah, no, I just overthought.
Maybe over your shoe.
I overthought that. Yeah, I was thinking over the shoe as well. Actually, that'd be quite a nice one. It'd be like
quite a nice one.
It's like, you know, when you go into, it's like when you go to like a fancy like spa or whatever, and they have those like blue things that you put over your shoes.
That's not a fancy spa. That's just you're meant to do that in any sort of swimming pool.
Yeah, for some reason I think I envision it doing that with one particular place that's quite fancy. Okay. But yeah, actually now I think about it, I haven't been to a swimming pool in ages. But yeah, that is true actually.
Yeah, it's just a swimming pool.
It's like that. Yeah, get the blue things that you put over the shoes, and then you be like that, but with socks, so it'd look a lot nicer.
One thing I want to ask you, right? So out of all like the celebrations throughout the year, so you have Christmas, you have your birthday, Halloween. Hanukkah. I don't know. What is your favourite?
Honestly, it's very much between my birthday and Christmas. I don't know. I feel I'd maybe lean more towards Christmas because everyone's on kind of the same level. Whereas on your birthday, like, you're kind of on a level above everyone else, like in terms of like mood, like, you know what I mean, like no one feels as good as you do on your birthday, like, whereas at Christmas everyone's kind of on the same wave.
Yeah.
Obviously you get those poo-poo people who are like, oh, Christmas sucks. But you know, whatever. Like, I feel like the majority of people at Christmas are on the same level. So I'd probably say Christmas.
I'd agree. Christmas is definitely the best. Like, it's everyone is like happy. They want to be together. You eat good food. I don't really like being the centre of attention like that. Like, I'm not really about everyone being like, oh, well done, Ryan. Like,
I think for like a few hours it's fine.
Yeah. It's also like, why am I being congratulated for not dying? Like, that's basically the concept of a birthday, right? To me, I
would see it's just more of a like just celebration of like when you.
It's the clapping though. Like, to you. Like, why are you clapping me? Like, why am I being clapped after you just sung me happy birthday? Like, what have I done that deserves a clap?
Just obviously be surrounded by people who love and respect you.
Well done, Ryan. So
they're showing their appreciation for you.
No, I don't. I know it's not bad. It's not a horrible thing. It just makes me feel a way.
And yeah, I know what you mean. I don't. Despite being two people who have podcasts, I don't think we'd really like to talk about ourselves that often. like outside of this sphere. This literally is just filming us. All this is literally just filming us having a conversation. But I feel like we are two people who like just in general. Yeah, I'm not really don't like talking about ourselves. I noticed that the other day actually. I was talking to my flatmate Tom yesterday after coming back from sub, and I really don't like talking about myself that much because I feel like people get bored. Yeah. I feel like I don't know. I feel like in the grand scheme of people like across planet Earth, I just sort of think I'm really not that interesting. Yeah. But then I feel like everyone kind of thinks.
Yeah, I like talking about like things that have happened when I've been there and stuff. Like, I like stories, but I don't really like being like, oh, look at me, like I'm sick. Look what I'm doing right now. Like, it's just I can't be bothered. I think it's also like, I know that I don't like it when other people do that. Like, I think it's just a bit.
I think that's part of it with me as well. I kind of I hate like I'll sometimes post stuff, but I always try and be quite. I don't know, because I don't want to be sort of like, oh, look at me, I'm really sick.
Are you talking about social media?
Yeah, and that sort of thing. I'm more just kind of want to be like, oh, this is like something I've done, or like this is something I find funny. Like, if you want.
Yeah, I don't. The only real thing I use social media for now, like Instagram, would be if there was like an event that I want to remember. Like, like Instagram is kind of more like a little like.
I see Instagram as my life portfolio.
Yeah. What's it? A scrapbook. I was going to call it.
Yeah.
It's just a scrapbook of memories, and then also a way to promote things that I'm doing and stuff like that. And like that's more to it.
Yeah, like sharing stuff that.
Being like, look, I've done that. Like, can someone watch it, please?
But even doing that, I do. There's a part of me that just feels like,
yeah, but like it's.
Yeah, you got to do it though. Like,
yeah, you've got to.
But I always feel in the back of my mind where I'm a bit sort of like, oh god, like I hope people don't think I'm being like, oh look at me, I'm so sick. Like,
yeah, with the podcast, I'll do a tweet, but like when it's like the documentary, when I've fully released that, I'll do like a post on everything. Yeah. Just because I'm super proud of this thing that I've built up, and then be like, want to put it out. But like, because the podcast is every week or every other week. If every single week I was like, oh, by the way, guys, I'm doing this, it'd be like, come on, man. Like, please.
I normally just link the. Yeah, well, we link. I link on my Snapchat because that's where I have quite a lot of people on there. Yeah, I link it like every week, but like I don't.
I hardly ever use Snapchat, really.
I do just because that's just it somehow has just become the way that I talk to people.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like obviously for different people I have different apps, but like majority of people I Snapchat because I think it's just for some reason it's just my go-to one, and I've just not gotten out of it.
Yeah.
So like I have quite a few streaks, but it's not like I'm not like I need to keep these streaks. Like
Yeah.
I don't care about streaks. It's just I have them.
Yeah.
Because I'm talking to my mates and stuff about. And I just send people stupid shit of me doing like just like yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what it is really. Like I'm not one of those people who's like I need streaks.
I feel like if you're past the age of like 15 and you're doing that, come on, man, grow up.
Yeah, like I do have them. Like so if you see my phone, you're like he's well like what but it's. I don't really care about them.
You're suffering from popularity, mate. You're just such a popular person. You're suffering from people thinking you're a streak person.
Yeah.
Must be hard being you, man.
Yeah, it's
it's a hard life.
It's so difficult, mate. It's so difficult, but yeah, everyone. If you get a spare moment today, just think about me and your prayers, please.
I can imagine. Right, I want to see if Siri's going to tell me a joke now. All right, hey Siri, tell me a joke.
Kid joke alert. What do you call a nose with no body? Nobody knows.
That wasn't very Christmassy.
Yeah, no, I don't. Wait, hey Siri, tell me a Christmas joke. Oh, don't understand. Hey Siri, tell me a fact about Christmas. All right, come on.
Christmas is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, observed primarily on the 25th of December as a religious and cultural celebration among billions of people around the world.
What? No, don't keep reading.
Revelations on the Box and the Beard podcast.
Jesus Christ, I didn't know that.
No,
I didn't know.
That's pretty mad.
Wait, Jesus Christ, is that about the God? Oh my God.
It's like that. It's like that thing on the news where like this place in Bristol was like selling cocaine. Like the burger, the guy's like, whoa, nah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. I love that video.
It's one of my favourite videos on the internet. To be fair,
yeah,
it's a classic. It's a real classic.
Why did he agree to being interviewed?
I think I don't know.
Because like now when I watch things like that, I always think about like the process of how it led to that. Like surely if you were approached, because that guy bait knew.
The only thing I can really think of is maybe they were filming like Ship Shop and like he was there and they were telling him what happened and then he had to pretend to be like what, and they obviously caught it on camera. I don't know. That's the only thing I can.
Yeah, but he could have just been sorry, I don't want to be on camera.
But you might have just been fine with it. Like you might have thought at the time, like, yeah, that sounded pretty convincing. I think, I don't think I gave much away. And then he probably looked back and just be like,
his mum's waiting at the door for him. Like, oh, come on, what have you done?
I'm not angry. I'm just really, really, really disappointed in you
that you didn't give me any. Yeah, no, his mum is actually a big crackhead.
Oh, really?
Actually, I don't want to say that because he might be watching this. Like, I'm sorry, mummy. I don't know what his name is.
Just local Bristol man.
Yeah,
who likes to go to the local kebab shop or whatever burger place, wherever it was.
Oh, I know someone from. Oh no, it's Bradford. Sorry, I was about to say I know someone from Bristol called Ryan, but I don't.
I have a few mates that go around Bristol area.
Mm-hmm.
Bristol and UWE. I've never been to Bristol though. I'd like to go. I heard it's a really nice city.
Yeah, I mean, Boomtown put like a Halloween event on in Bristol. I was thinking of going, but like realistically, I'm not going to go all the way to Bristol for a motive like that.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, yeah, I didn't realise Boomtown did that.
Yeah, no, it's the first thing they did. The first year they've done it this year.
Oh, okay, so it's gonna be like cool. Oh, fair enough.
It's interesting.
Do you know anyone who's gone to it?
No, but I saw pictures of it. It looked really good.
Yeah,
it looked really good.
Yeah, if you've been to it, contact us. We'll have you on the podcast in 2019.
We are desperate.
We are so desperate for guests.
We can't think of anyone. I mean, like we.
Well, no, I've got a list of people, but they're like we can't just keep going through people that I live with.
Yeah, no, like I've got friends and housemates and stuff like that want to come on, but like, every single podcast is this guy's my housemate, this guy's my course mate, this guy's my mum.
This guy's my mum.
It's gonna be like, okay, well, like this is not interesting. I want to be challenged by interviewing someone who we don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I want to interview someone that we don't really know that well.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good test for us, because like if we just get one of our mates on, like we can just chat, whereas like you have to be a bit more like.
Yeah, and I think if we got someone on who was like actually like interesting, like they were like they had something about them, like how Evan had that something about him with the South Africa thing. You can just talk to him like deeply about, and we could really think of good questions to ask him and stuff. Like, I'd love to get a flat earther on. I'd love there to be like
Flat Earth would be so good.
Yeah, because I wouldn't even want to like, I wouldn't want to bring him on and like patronise him.
No, I wouldn't want to bring him or her on and be like, oh, you're just an idiot. No,
yeah.
I'd want to like get there.
Yeah, just I want to understand. I want to understand, and I want to know what music they listen to.
Yeah, it'd be funny if their favourite album was Dark Side of the Moon or something like
that. It probably would be.
Maybe. I don't know. Was that whole flat Earth theory about in Pink Floyd, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I remember we looked into it, but I can't remember it.
Yeah, it's the idea that like so obviously Dark Side of the Moon, you got the prism where it like I think it's called refraction, where it refracts light.
Yeah.
And the theory of flat Earth, well, this particular theory of flat Earth, is that when you go into space and look back onto the Earth, you have to look through the Earth's atmosphere, right? And when you look through the Earth's atmosphere, the Earth's atmosphere works as a prism, and it refracts the light and turns a flat object into like a spherical object. And if you use a prism and look at like a flat edge, like if you looked at that corner over there, it would then look like a circle. It'd look kind of spherical. So that's the theory. And the theory is that Pink Floyd knew that, and that's why they did that.
To be fair as well, I'd love to get someone on the podcast who believes in witchcraft.
Witchcraft, yeah.
That'd be such a cool one.
Yeah, just talk about
like
how to burn a witch.
Yeah, what the like actual like examples of maybe witchcraft that he's witnessed, and him or her.
And then we get Witch on.
Oh, Witch would be sick.
And then we get them both on.
Yeah.
And we just walk out the room.
Yeah, and we just
let them have it out.
Let them have it, yeah. That'd be a good one though.
Yeah, I'd love to get loads of like interesting people like that, but realistically, where are we finding a witch? Do you know, if we round up all the women on campus and throw them into the lake, if one of them floats,
that's a thought and a half.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I just want to clarify. I am joking. Before the university like come after me, there's like some sort of like threat of terrorism.
Before you get like a letter from the proctor.
Yeah.
Like, we want to have a meeting with you
Yeah.
because you said you wanted to throw every girl in the lake.
It was a joke. I'm looking for a witch. I don't want to throw girls in now. If you know any witches though.
Yeah. Or if you are a witch yourself.
Yeah, just like we don't want to harm you. We just want to chat.
Yeah, we just want to talk about witchcraft.
That sounds like a setup, doesn't it?
Yeah, we definitely don't want to. Don't want to burn you at this. Yeah, so. But
yeah, I wouldn't want to burn a witch. You want to be on the good side of a witch, and then they can sort you out.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, you can get stuff you want.
3 wishes. That's a genie, but
3.
I'd love to interview a genie. Will Smith at that point, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean. I see. I'd rather interview Robin Williams than Will Smith, but
he's dead.
I know. No, I do know that. That's also, but that's it. But you can't.
It wouldn't be a very good interview at all.
No, but if it was in the 90s, it could be quite.
It would be a really. I don't think I've watched many Robin Williams interviews, if any.
I've seen a few. He's in Night at the Museum. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I've seen movies. I said interviews.
Oh,
I've seen lots of. I've seen Good Will Hunting's a classic.
I've not seen that, but I've heard it's really good. That's a film I've been meaning to get around to watch because.
Yeah, I'd say watch Home Alone first, but then.
Really?
Good Will Hunting. Just because, not seeing Home Alone is it should be a crime.
It is very bad.
I heard actually if the Tories hadn't won, the Labour government were actually going to deport anyone who hasn't seen Home Alone. It was actually going to be like a whole.
Well, if that was the case, I would have just watched it.
Yeah.
So,
but now the Tory government's going, you're gonna be lazy about it.
I'm not sure about that. I feel like I may get enough spark from you and just other people now knowing, because I feel like a lot of people now watching this will have realised.
Wait, so no one in your family? Sorry to come back to Home Alone. So no one in your family has watched it.
See, I know my parents haven't. My sister may have. I have no idea.
I'm baffled by that.
No, that's why like I feel like as well. Everyone has that one thing like people like in terms of I've not seen this and you always get surprised. But yeah, my ones are really. I have a few like that, but that's my big one.
I'm not sure what my big one is. Suppose I haven't seen Citizen Kane.
Neither.
I want to get around to watching that though.
But have you seen like? Didn't you say you've not seen Star Wars?
No, I've seen it. I just don't really enjoy it. Like I don't think I've sat. Oh, to be fair, I suppose I haven't seen it. Like I haven't really like sat through them because I don't enjoy them.
I've not seen Lord of the Rings either.
Oh, Lord of the Rings is my favourite out of the like Harry Potter, Star Wars, Lord of the Rings. Like those kind. I feel like they're kind of a battle because they're like the biggest three.
Yeah. I've not seen Lord of the Rings properly.
But no, I love Lord of the Rings compared to the other ones. I do think I should try watching Harry Potter again. I feel like I might enjoy it.
Yeah, Harry Potter I really rate. I think
I've seen all of them apart from the last one.
Oh, the last one's the best one.
Yeah,
Prisoner of Azkaban and Deathly Hallows Part 2.
Prisoner of Azkaban was my favourite.
Prisoner of Azkaban's so good.
It was when no spoilers, but at this point, if you don't know this stuff, I guess it's fair enough. It was at the point when I can't even remember his name. One of the main characters died. Like, there was a weird like there was one movie where I went to the cinema and watched it, and I came out and I was like, that was terrible. And then I just was disenfranchised from it, and I didn't really enjoy it that much after. It was the one where Hermione had the watch where she could keep going back.
Yeah, Prisoner of Azkaban.
No, okay, maybe it wasn't that one then. No, she uses the watch to save. No.
Prisoner of Azkaban.
No, it wasn't. It was like fairly late in the series.
No, she uses the time turner in Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, no, it's not that one.
I think, yeah, because the time turners get destroyed.
Maybe it wasn't anything to do with a watch then. But yeah, I remember going to cinema. I went to the cinema with like one of my mates.
To be fair, if it was maybe like Deathly Hallows Part 1, because that's the setup film. It's not that exciting.
Was that the second from last one?
It's Deathly Hallows Part 1. Yeah.
I think it was the third from last one was my least favourite.
Half-Blood Prince.
I think it might be.
Half-Blood Prince is one of those things. Like a lot of people who read the books, they say it's the best book but the worst film, which is interesting. I know Evan says that because I know he listened to. Well, I say he read them. He listened to the Stephen Fry audiobooks of all the Harry Potter books.
I'd like to. That's another thing I'd like to do in 2020. Read more.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I read enough.
Yeah, I have some books I need to get stuck into. I've been meaning to read for ages.
Yeah. I've never been a reader. I've never been good at it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I struggle. I really do struggle. I've read a few books, but like.
I think if I got into audiobooks, I'd be alright.
Yeah, I've tried to get into audiobooks, but then it's just like they take up so much storage, and I think I need to get like a device like a Kindle or something like that, or like I don't know, something, because on a phone it's just not practical. So,
Christmas Day comes along, right?
Yeah.
What is the worst thing you've been given as a present? Not to be ungrateful.
See, I don't know. This is the thing. Like people always like say like, "Oh, socks and pants," but see,
yeah, they're essential.
But see, yeah, that's the thing. Like I always need socks.
Mm-hmm.
And also like the socks I get and the pants I get are like nice ones. Like they look nice. So, like,
yeah,
I'm not one of those people who's like, "Oh no, I don't want socks and pants."
So it's not socks or pants.
I don't know. I mean, there's really not anything I've got where I've really like, "Oh, this is awful."
Yeah.
I mean. There's a few years where obviously you get like the Lynx box sets.
Yeah,
that's a bit of a meme. But like again, I still kind of like, it's like, so I don't know, maybe that. But even still, I don't. Yeah. They're still useful. So.
My great nan, she near the end of her life, she was losing her marbles a little bit, and she kept forgetting my age. I can't think of how old I was exactly. I must have been 13, maybe.
She thought you were 31.
No, worse. She thought I was like really, really, really young, and she bought me a Noddy DVD. I was like 13. It was funny because it was like, oh, cheer, like, because you obviously got to be grateful for it. I'm not about to be like, oh, what? And I was like, oh, thank you. And then like I turned around to my mum. My mum was just like, what is going on?
To be fair, Noddy is sick. I used to watch that a lot as a kid.
Make way for Noddy.
Yeah, and then there's like the older theme as well, like cause there's like the old Noddy. I watched a lot of the old Noddy ones. They had an older intro, but then they had like the
I've literally never watched the old one. I guess you're just stuck in the past, mate.
No, I watched both. Like,
you compared episodes. What was the better generation of Noddy?
I don't know. I think the storytelling of the original is probably better, but then the intro of the more recent one is better.
Yeah, well, that I feel like you're the biggest Noddy expert I've ever met at this point. Like
I'm really not. It's more my mum, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I really don't remember any episode.
We'll get your mum on.
I couldn't tell you I couldn't tell you like a plot line of a Noddy episode.
Yeah.
I just don't
Well,
really
apparently
remember.
the storytelling's great in that first generation of it. So.
Well, no, I remember there's one about goblins and stuff. That was quite cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't remember Noddy at all.
I seem to remember nothing from the newer ones. So
Yeah, they've revamped it once again as well.
Of course they have. They revamp everything.
Well, they got to. It's animation now, so
yeah,
you got to keep up with the times.
It's just more often than not, it does just look awful.
Yeah, but no kid nowadays wants to watch Noddy the way we watched it. Do you know what I mean?
No, I get that, but
Same with Postman Pat.
Noddy's not the. Yeah, I'd say Noddy's not the biggest. The worst one is. Like, I understand revamping it, but some of the designs of like Fireman Sam was really, but like the design of it was just terrible. I was like, it made sense why they revamped it. I was like, it just looks
it's like
awful.
when they did the Sonic movie, with the trailer. You said they redone it.
Yeah,
it's actually really good.
Yeah, they redid Sonic.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I hope the movie's good now because I like as much as they made a mistake to begin with. I rate that they actually listened and
because a lot of like
things.
film companies, like whenever they get criticism, they take it personally. It's like, oh, it's just trolls hating on us because like we're a bit. It's like, no, like,
but
the majority of the stuff is just criticism.
Yeah, especially something like that because they were so off the mark, and it's not like they had to refilm the whole thing. It's CGI, like
they just reanimate his face. But
yeah,
no, they've redone it. It looks actually good. I like the casting of Jim Carrey as Dr. Eggman.
Yeah,
that's just such a.
It'd be in notoriously video game movies are terrible, but
yeah, that's is there a good one? I don't think there is.
Lara Croft, I guess they're okay.
I've seen it.
They're okay. They're probably the best one, but they're not like a great. There's no like classics.
I still remember I've only just remembered I completely forgot about its existence until we started talking about video game films. Do you remember they made that Assassin's Creed film?
Yeah.
Like no one talks about that. That was just like it just so forgettable.
Yeah.
I never watched it, but like just like no one talks.
They also
about
made what's the film where you can it was like Prince of Persia. Made a Prince of Persia film. Did you ever play Prince of Persia?
I didn't know.
I
know of it. I know of it.
I need to play Prince of Persia. It was sick. Like it was like Assassin's Creed where you were like running about and like free running stuff. And if you ever made a mistake, he had like the Hermione watch thing. You could just reverse time, so you fall down the pit, you're like back you go.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
But they made a movie about it. It wasn't good. They did a Super Mario.
Oh, they did, and they revealed Mario and Luigi's surnames.
Oh, what
in that
surnames?
film. In that film.
I
so it's
didn't catch that.
Mario and Luigi Mario.
That's so peak.
It's so lazy. It's like it's like when they were writing the script of the film. It's like, what should Mario's surname be? Mario. And it's weird, like the film, like from what I remember of it, like sometimes there's like this father-son relationship thing, and like or like the brothers. It's weird, like it's very inconsistent.
I suppose they're brothers, and I guess it's like big brother, little brother.
But it doesn't come across like that. Like it seems more like a father and son.
Yeah.
And you're just like, this is.
But
weird.
yeah, that's what like they're never good as films, video games.
No.
I really can't think of a good. Oh, no. I was about to say Need for Speed, but that wasn't a good film either.
I genuinely cannot think of one.
What are you doing for New Year's? What's your...
Every New Year, I go and see my dad's family. We all meet up at a place that's like...
Is this Eve or
like
day?
a midpoint. No, it's for a few days. It's from the 27th. It'll be like 27th or the 28th to like 3rd of January. We just go to Bury St Edmunds because it's like a nice middle point for everyone because like we're all across the country because my dad's one of 6, so there's a lot of us. We basically we rent out this B&B basically, and the people who run it just let us have it for the week, and then just do that. It's like I do like it in a way because I do really like it in a way actually because New Year's Eve my expectations are never like I've got to have a really sick night, because I feel like with New Year's Eve there's so much pressure to have a good time because people got. But for me, like, there's no pressure because it's just like I'm just chilling with my family, like just get a bit drunk, but
New Year's is always a disappointment, really.
Exactly. That's kind of why I like the setup I've got. Like, I really don't actually.
Yeah, I always find Christmas Eve better than New Year's.
Yeah,
It's
cool.
Everyone at the pub having a drink.
Yeah, I've developed the tradition since being 18. We've developed the tradition of going to the pub.
Yeah. Well, one of my mates isn't going to be home at Christmas Eve, so we're going to do a Christmas Eve and then do a Christmas Eve.
Yeah. Actually, as well, I've got a on Christmas Eve. I got a house party.
Yeah,
I love house parties. They're so good. House parties are genuinely one of the things I miss the most in life. I know that's probably quite.
I mean, one's happening tonight, really.
Yeah.
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 Well, I mean, the podcast's not going to come out in time, so it's not like anyone's going to hear this and be like, "Oh, I'm going to go around Mark's." But yeah, there's
Hope you enjoyed it, guys.
Yeah, Christmas party.
And just in case, sorry in case I did something wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think just in case.
Yeah.
Just in case.
And I'm going to say sorry on Mark's behalf as well.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I won't do anything bad. I feel like
I don't think I will either. It's just you never know.
Yeah.
You never ever know.
Yeah. In which case, actually, sorry in case something crazy happens.
In case you accidentally trip on something and headbutt someone.
What if we die? And this is like both of us die, and we're both saying sorry, and our
the episode
friends and family.
The episode would never get released.
Oh no, because we'll edit it and schedule it for tomorrow.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, yeah. That's a weird thought.
Yeah, and it'd be like everyone would be like, "Oh god, it's so sad," and someone's like pop up in their boxing the beard, and be like, "Are they doing it from beyond the grave?" And then they'll hear the talk of like Tories and.
To be fair, if I'm putting a casket, I'll be a box in a box.
Yeah. And if I was putting a casket, it would be box in the beard. No, wait, no, a beard in the box. Oh,
beard in the box still sounds good though.
Yeah. 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 Well. Oh wait, I didn't say what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, between that period, I'm going Amsterdam, which is quite cool with my friends. Looking forward to that. And then New Year's, we still haven't got a motive yet, but the worst club in my area is closing on New Year's Eve.
Oh, what a way! That's gonna be carnage. Sure.
Oh, I really want to go, but not like heart is really divided the group. Like half of us really want to go, the other half are like really don't want to go.
To be fair, if it's the last, I think go.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I'm really on for going, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, I'd rather go to London," but like it's the last time it will ever be open.
London's so expensive.
Yeah,
like
it's the last time it will be open. Like it'll be such like it's a big moment in Essex history.
Exactly, yeah.
Like that club my parents went to. Like it's a legendary club. Like it's a big an old club, but it's terrible. I've hated. I've never enjoyed a night there, and. It'd just be funny.
I feel like that night would make up for all the bad nights you had.
Yeah.
I feel like the last night would just be so good.
See, I want to go.
Right,
anyone who's listening, we're going, all right? But pretty much everyone who wants to go has just been like, whenever anyone's like, "Whoa, what are we doing?" We've just been like, "Oh, we're just going to talk. It's fine. Don't worry about it." And then everyone's like, "No, we're not." But like, because no one else has organised anything and no one else has bought tickets for anything else, it's just.
Man, I say go for it, man.
Yeah, I think I want to. But yeah, that's I feel like that wraps up our Christmas podcast quite well. We'll be coming back in January. First day back's 14th of January, which is my birthday. But yeah, I guess we'll do something that week or the week after at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's your cue, mate.
Yeah. So I've been the box,
and I have been the beard. Merry Christmas
and a Happy New Year.